Welcome back. This episode, we're going to do a product tester to see how we can take this and get this. Let's get started, shall we? So, Savvyland is the product that we're going to explore this episode. And they have included a lot of little goodies, so let's break this down. First, we're going to go through the brushes. They've included 3 different sizes for us. The first one I selected is a basic size brush. You can pick up a pretty good amount of product. And the way that you pick up your product determines how you're going to spread the gel. Now this one is a little wider, probably for pressing the product, and then this one is a little thinner, so you can take that and clean around the edges. And then we have our instruction booklet that basically tells us how to do everything, so we got that. But this is the part that I really like, and these are, if I can get into it, these are the butterfly nail forms. And basically, this is what we're going to use to actually create a nail tip or a whole nail. So, putting that to the side. And now we come to the gels. This is our silver. And as you can see, the containers are not that big. However, a little bit goes a long way. And I'm so excited because they've given us a wide variety of colors to do as many designs as we need. So we're going to get started on our nail. As you can see, this nail is like super duper short. So we're going to get our nail drill. And by the way, this nail drill and bits are from J.E. Whitney. And I'm going to do an unboxing video on this drill in another episode. So we're going to take this bit. This would be our filing bit. And like I said in the J.E. Whitney video, we're going to break down which bits to use and what each one stands for. So here we're going to tighten up our bit, and then we're going to turn up the speed, and basically we're going to file the nail first, the natural nail, making it rough and getting rid of any kind of oils. So now we're changing our bits to the cone. Usually this particular bit is used for underneath the nail to clean it out, but we're going to also take this nail to just smooth over a lot of dead skin that I have. And now we're changing out to another bit. The name of this bit is the football for its oval shape. And it also has a pointy end, so you can use it under the nail, but its purpose is also for the cuticle area. So we're going to clean around that area, get all of the dead skin removed. And this next bit is the straight point. Now this one, for the obvious name, is a straight pointy piece that can get into the very small areas of your nail. So now we're back at the beginning barrel, which actually is a mandrel and we have the sanding bit on it. And again, I want to remind you to check out my other video, the episode about describing each bit and what their uses are. So getting the natural nail completed and ready. And so now we come to our butterfly nail form. And again, I really like these forms because it gives you the creative ability to make your own nail. So after doing the filing, we are putting on a base coat, and we're going to pretty much cure this for 60 seconds. And what this does allows all of the material to adhere properly. So as you can see, I have a UV lamp, and after putting 2 coats of the base coat, you cure your natural nail for 60 seconds. And then now it's time for the butterfly nail form. And so we simply peel it away from the waxed paper backing because the under part is very sticky, and this is what we're going to use to actually form the nail. Now it can be a little tricky. Some tear the little top part like I did, or you can decide to leave it intact. Basically, you're going to stick that on the top and then come underneath your finger and bring those 2 pieces together. It's a pretty simple process, so it really is not a lot to do. You just basically lay it in the proper position of your finger so that your nail can be formed correctly. Now I am seeing that this particular butterfly paper or sticker, if you will, isn't as a stronghold as some of the others that I've tried. So you may have to continue to press and press really, really hard. And even though you may not be doing stiletto nails, you're still going to allow it to come at a pointed end, because this is going to help secure the paper in place. So then once you have it in place, now we're going to get ready to apply our gel. And we're simply applying the gel to your natural nail, and then you're going to allow it to overlay. That's what's going to form your false. I decided to get the grain gel. I selected the color gray because we're going to polish over it later. And as you can see, it's very pliable and very soft. In this particular type, the rule of thumb would be to apply as fast as possible, and to also make sure that your nail is at the proper angle. But just for the video, I am really trying to show you how soft it is. So you have to make sure that you're applying it in the way that you would want initially the first time. Because once you get the gel onto the paper, it won't be able to come off as easily. But you can hold your finger at a downward angle, or you can do as I am, making sure that all of the substance comes in contact with your natural nail as well as the butterfly nail form. Even though this may be your first time applying this particular gel, it is very forgiving. So if you do make a mistake, you can always go back without the gel getting too hard. You can reform the area easily and shift the material back in place. as we've gotten to the end of the application part, and we're carefully spreading it on the nail, making sure that it's evenly applied on all parts. And then this is the part, like I said, you're going to have your finger at an angle so that will allow gravity to pull the ingredient down to the tip. And in that technique, that also helps you form the nail in a more faster pace. So then once you put that first layer, which is probably thin, so don't worry about it, you go ahead and you cure it to make sure it can start to harden. Now, it's not indicated on the directions, but I like to put my nail under the lamp and also start forming it while it's under the lamp. And sometimes that can allow you to save time, because then while it's getting hard, you can be forming your nail. So now that we have allowed it to cure a little bit, I will say this. It is hard, so that part of the process has been very, very successful. So I would still recommend it to you guys. However, I should not have taken off the butterfly like I did, but we're going to trim all of the ugly little sides that was caused by me not placing the butterfly sticker properly. But it is very hard, very durable, and as you can see, I'm having to clip with a nail clip all of those extra sides that kind of dripped down a little bit. But I'm very, very happy in the fact that even though we put a very thin layer, it's actually very hard. And I probably will come back and redo it just for my own satisfaction. So the next time I will not tear the butterfly strip like I did. But moving right along, we are here now, trimming it down to size, trimming it to the length that we want, and getting all of the sides cleaned up so that we can get ready to file it. And as you can see, because of the mishap with the butterfly nail form, I am having to go back and kind of close up that gap. However, everything is going to be okay because we're going to use our handy dandy nail glue and simply squeeze a little bit in the corner and hold it down, and that's just like we would apply an actual nail tip. So this particular material, this gel, it really gets very hard. So okay, moving right along. Now that we have corrected the little gap on the side, now we're going to file down the nail. We've clipped it to a short size to match with the other nails, and now I'm simply filing and shaping it as you would with a normal nail tip. Now I must suggest that you don't do it too hard because you still have to put that extra layer to thicken up the nail. Right now I'm just forming it and making sure that it's at the shape and length that I want. So now we're going to add our next layer of gel, and it's basically the same procedure. However, on this particular layer, you don't need to use the butterfly nail form. You're going to simply apply the gel to the nail as if you are polishing it, or is similar to applying acrylic to your nail. So we're going to continue with the process, and it's up to you of how thick you want it. But each layer will make it stronger. And there you have it. We have applied more layers. We've cured it for the number of seconds that's needed. And now I am wiping off the tacky base like feeling of it. That's because of the gel. It gives a sticky residue. But you can just basically take alcohol or a little bit of polish remover and wipe around the nail, and wipe your fingers and such. But I am very, very pleased in how it turned out. And you may not can hear it, but the nail itself is very strong. And they are very clean underneath. So now we're going to go and finish buffing it up. And then we're going to file with our hand file to make sure that we have it at the precise squareness. These are short square tips. And so I want to make sure that the sides are very straight, as well as the tip itself. And now we've filed it down to our desire. And I'm just showing you how very clean it is underneath. But just for assurance sake, I decided to cure underneath the nail to make sure that it's strong throughout. So we'll put it under the lamp for about 60 seconds. And that just gives it extra strength. See how strong that is? So now we're going to put on our desired color, and we're ready to go. And now we are applying 2 to 3 coats of our turquoise blue number 504 from the Dollar Tree. And there we have it, our own created gel nail, courtesy of Savvyland, the gel nail experience. Thank you for joining me, and always remember, be safe.